So we are getting our first look today at the Evotrex. This is the PG5 power generating trailer, and this is going to be for all you outdoor enthusiasts, anyone who wants to go camping, experience the outdoors, but really want to take the comforts of your own home with you. So we're going to kind of FPV this. So first off, you have the automated steps here, which is a really nice feature. Coming right in, you have a very open, airy space in here. It does not feel like a typical trailer. I know back in the day, my grandparents used to travel around and this feels nothing like that. This feels much more innovative, so many different options, everything you can think of in here. And it will actually do even some comparisons in a few to an Airstream right over there. But let's go ahead and start off over here. You have like this whole like little outdoor area that folds down. And this is actually really nice, especially if you have like pets or something. You could maybe put some AstroTurf out here, kind of create your own, because you also have a roof here. So this is actually kind of a double fold system. You have your roof right here, which actually becomes your wall. And then this panel folds up outside. So you don't have to like walk on your wall as some other units do, and you have all this outdoor area here. You have like a chair so you can kind of see exactly how big this is, but this is a really nice outdoor area. You have in here a projector and a screen right here, and there's actually several spots in this where you can hang this projector screen so that you can either watch it here, you can watch it in the bedroom, stuff like that. It's really a nice feature, because you don't actually need a full TV when you can just do a projector. It's very smart and saves a lot on space and weight. Storage above and below, which is great. This actually does turn into a queen as well. So not only do we have a queen in the bedroom back there, but you can have an additional queen here to even maximize sleeping for occupants. All the windows actually open except for one window, and that is actually here in the bedroom. That one right there, like the skylight, but it is electrochromatic, so you can control it, you can dim it, you can make it fully clear. Really nice feature on that, but all the other windows open, as you can see, all open for us to check out. But coming back here to this table, this is another really cool thing. You can raise and lower this however you want, which is really nice. And you can actually even remove it, so if you want to have a very, very long space in here, you can actually remove this, put something extremely long in here if you really wanted to. One of the other really cool things is there's actually a tablet right here, and this is where you will control everything. And they're still working on getting everything finalized, but here you can kind of see some of it. Really awesome how you can do everything. The power awning here, your ambient lights from here. And this whole tablet actually can be removed, so you can take it with you wherever you are in the cabin or even outside. This is a very large fridge and freezer in here. Very well incorporated so that it kind of lines up. It doesn't really look like anything's there. You have more cabinets down low. You have cabinets kind of all throughout here. You have an extra workstation right here, so that can make your countertop even longer. And then right next to that, you have a cabinet here with some recycle and trash containers. You have a sink right here, so it does have onboard water tanks, more storage space, a microwave, air fryer combo, great little unit right there. You have your induction cooktop, which we actually have everything in the house is induction. Absolutely love it. Works very, very efficiently. You do have a little hood up here. Plenty of space, honestly, for an RV. Really can't complain with any of that. One of the cool features though is that right up here, you actually have a coffee machine that will drop down and can go back up when you're not using it, so that it doesn't take up counter space. And if you're only using it once or twice a day, you can just drop it and then it's kind of out of sight. Makes for a very clean aesthetic. And then kind of moving across here, you actually have your bathroom shower situation. And this is what I want to take you into, because it sounds weird, but it's actually got me very excited, because none of the other ones I've ever seen have something so nice as this. But a ton of space really right here. I love the sink, I love everything. You have storage here, you have storage here. Toilet, it is a dry here, so it's all got the pan to go down. You have your actual shower, which is honestly bigger than a cruise ship shower. And we just got back from a cruise, I can admit that. So it actually is a very nice size everything in here, all the finishes, the material even. You even have a clothesline right here to be able to dry stuff if you wish. But I mean, this is a very nice bathroom, especially for a trailer like this. I've never seen one this nice. And then walking back to the main bedroom here, like I said, you can actually take that bench and make that a queen, but you also have this right here that is always set up as a queen. And again, so many thoughtful things. You have lights, you have more storage up here. I forgot to mention, this whole thing has an HVAC unit as well. So you have heat and AC. So really you can take this wherever you want, whether it be a cold environment or a warm environment, and you can stay comfortable. They thought of everything. They got little clips up here for the projector screen so that you can watch something in bed. You have all kinds of like nice storage areas. You have a closet in here for some storage. Great amount of space. More storage down here, and then this is actually a spice rack. Back here you even have like a little rotary dial to be able to change lights and everything right there without needing to necessarily have the tablet back here, so that's a great option. But it's like all the storage and everything is just so nice. It's so well thought out. It flows well, looks great. I even love just like the extra little panels like this, so you can put things on it. That's actually a very nice feature too. So one of the really cool things I like about this is for all the windows, you can actually do blackout blinds if you would prefer from the bottom. But from the top, if your window's open and you don't want bugs to get in, you can just drop this, latches right into place. You have a screen right here, and this is on all the windows that open, which is really great. And then you can just put this up once you close them, and then you have your whole window just like that. And everything kind of pushes up and down and hides out of the way. Along with this really cool reading light right here, which you can pretty much position wherever you want, or just put it down and it turns off automatically. So when talking about the inside, it is also important we talk a little bit about the outside, because under the power awning you have a utility bar right here, kind of to bring the inside out, outside in. You have this great little pass through right to the kitchen, but right out here you have this that folds down. On both sides you have some panels here if you want to attach anything, but you have electrical and water. So you can really kind of do the whole inside outside living thing just right there. And when talking about the storage inside, it is necessary to talk about the storage outside. You have this huge pass through, almost reminds me of like the Rivian gear tunnel on the R1T, very kind of like similar vibes there, but you can fit so much in there. You have pretty much the entire width all through here. You can put anything you want. You have some access panels for anything underneath, should you ever need it. But then these will kind of go up like this and lock in place. So you also have the entire chassis on these 33-inch tires here, all terrain. So not only can you be on pavement, which I'm sure a lot of people will, but take this off-road, experience places that you can't normally get to. They have very, very nice tires, forged rims, everything like that. But in addition to those, you actually are on a full suspension, air suspension system. You can kind of see part of it there. And it does have leveling under there. So once you find a nice camp spot, you can get this whole thing leveled, and all that's through the tablet as well, so that you can have a nice, comfortable environment. So up front here, this is actually where Horizon will sit, which is the name of their generator. And so that's kind of all up here. You have your airflow right there. One really cool thing about having that integrated power generator though, is it does give you up to 225 kilowatt hours from that. So that, along with the 43 kilowatt hours that are already on board in the battery, you have an incredible amount of power here. So you can actually do a 60 kilowatt DC charge to another EV. So say your Tesla or your Rivian or whatever you might be towing this with, you want to give that an extra boost before you head home, you can do so. And that really helps play around with the active power assist that it comes with. So it is equipped with a high precision force sensor in the ball mount there, and a powerful electric motor on those wheels. So the PG5 aims to minimize towing vehicle drag for a safer, more efficient tow experience, and allows for remote controlled parking. So you can actually control this and park this with just the tablet. You technically don't even need to be towing it to kind of move it, which allows you to really be able to put it right where you want it. So I kind of want to take you guys into the Airstream so we can kind of see what an equivalent price point would look like from Airstream. So first off, non-power stairs. I already know, not off to a great start already. But coming in here, again, plenty of room, but you are gonna be lacking some of the other features. I mean, you do still have a pretty decent sized fridge. You have a TV here, but again, it's only 27 inch, 48 inch over there. You do have some blackout blinds and everything's just not as well incorporated. Just some little minor things here and there. The shower and bathroom are separate, and the shower is definitely looks a lot smaller. As you can see here, the bathroom is adjacent to it, so that takes up some of the room to have for the kitchen. So your kitchen is going to be a slightly different layout here, but really the interior is as spacious as well, but some of the things you're going to be lacking are really going to be like that power delivery system, your battery, all of that you can have over here for pretty much the same price that you're not going to get in an Airstream. And there's actually solar on the top here. So that is also going to help recharge your battery right there, really help living off the grid. So for the Evotrex PG5, there are going to be two different models. That higher end model is actually going to include things like a 1.5 kilowatt system solar on the roof, which is really, really nice. But you will actually get a lot of other cool things. So it does have a 43 kilowatt hour battery included on here, but it has a range extender. So that will actually utilize gas. However, that is optional. You can actually just charge it with a regular wall outlet via AC power, but it can actually do a couple things. It can charge the onboard battery, which will also help with power assist. So when you are driving, it will actually help absorb some of that. So essentially, it will eliminate any kind of drag from your vehicle, so your range on your towing vehicle should not decline. And one of the great features I particularly love, especially being that we have electric vehicles, is if we're towing it with an electric vehicle and we are out in the middle of nowhere or really kind of off the beaten path without easy access to chargers, we can use the range boost, which is the vehicle to vehicle DC fast charging, and get up to 60 kilowatts. Honestly, is one of the great features. You can actually charge your own EV with this unit. Now I know gas is something we typically try to stay away from at the house, but in this case, being an extension of what is already on board, I think is huge and does help give it a lot of capability that I actually can see a positive for. Typically, I think we would probably try to maximize all the solar that we can get and everything like that, but in terms of a backup, it is a great system to have. And that's basically it for this one. A huge thanks though to Evotrex for having me out to check this out before the debut at CES, and that is where it will officially be unveiled. So if you are at CES, definitely swing by and check it out. We'll go ahead and link everything down in the description if you want to check this out for yourself, you want to reserve one, anything like that. Definitely go check them out, and maybe in the future we'll be able to take one of these with the Cybertruck and go on our own little mini vacation and actually get some real world experience. Now, I've never actually owned an RV trailer like this, but this is definitely one of the first ones I've actually considered owning. So that should say something. But that's basically it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, thumbs up if you did, and let us know down below what you think. Go ahead and click here to subscribe here for some other ones, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.